I done did it again, collective. I made one video. It was an hour and 30 minutes long. I deleted it because there was no way. And then I just made another one and it turned out to be an hour. And I'm like, I am on a different time loop right now. I don't know what the hell is going on where time is just flying past me and it seems like it's going by so fast. Like, I know this ascension process is difficult and, jumping through timelines and such is, not necessarily the most um easiest thing to comprehend, but I'm like, there's no way I went from 10 minutes to an hour. Like, when I looked at the timer, it was only like 20 minutes in. And I'm like, how did I get to 57 minutes already? So I've got to do something different with this read because I'm not trying to post anything over 30 minutes. So we are going to get a quick energy. Sorry, I can't speak right now. That's probably another side effect of that quantum time loop. But we are going to get a quick energy read. I am not going to do as much as I did last time. If you see me speaking fast, it's because I'm seriously trying to keep this reading to 30 minutes. This is my third record and I've posted none of them. Okay, that is insane. So I don't even think I'm going to do any oracle, like, not right now. Nope. I'm going to do it in a different way. I'm going to split the deck and read what I see as is without any predetermining factors. And we should be able to get out of here in 25 minutes or less. Goodness willing. And I will have to pause the reading to go and get my son at some point when his bus gets here. So please don't mind me if I come back and lose my place. Like, where was I? Okay. Spirits, what does the collective need to know for their highest good? What they need to be aware of? You have the Two of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Hierophant. So this energy speaks to a relationship or a marriage being celebrated, but somebody doesn't want to see something. Somebody's closed off to something, either mentally or emotionally or both. You have the Seven of Wands here. So there's a fight that's going on. That's why the Two of Swords is here. There's a fight going on that somebody doesn't want to see. What feels like a person feels like they have to defend themselves. Oh, sorry. Somebody feels like they have to defend themselves. Okay. Defend their character. Defend their explanations. Defend the way that they think. Okay. Then you have the Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups is wanting to celebrate. Celebrate something with this Hierophant. But there's an ending to this celebration between this Queen of Cups and the Hierophant. So from what I could see, either you or your person, switch the energy around as needed, are fighting right now. And one of you don't want to see the truth of something. You're closed off to it mentally and emotionally. And you're feeling defensive about it. What should be a celebration filled with emotions and positive feelings in a relationship or a marriage is coming to an end. Death is Scorpio energy. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. So somebody has a lot of options, and that may be what the defensive energy and not wanting to see energy is. Somebody has options. Somebody's looking at a lot of options. This may be online. Somebody's a little bit delusional about a situation. And somebody feels up in their head in regards to this celebratory energy and Queen of Cups. So somebody is questioning their emotions and their feelings right now, their happiness. Because somebody is rushing to end this relationship. Somebody's rushing in to end this marriage, to end this relationship. And either you or your person are undecided about leaving or ending this relationship. You're up in your head about it. But the thing is that you don't have to be in this Nine of Swords energy. That's a self-imposed energy. You're doing it to yourself. You can easily take off the wrappings and the bandage around your eyes and walk right through the swords if you wanted to. But because this landed on the Queen of Cups, you're very emotional. Somebody is very emotional about this decision that has to be made to end things. So somebody's choosing to stay stuck up in their head, trying to decide what to do. Should I leave? Should I stay? Are they telling the truth? Aren't they telling the truth? When truthfully you already know, or this person already knows. Switch the energies around as needed. When you or this other person knows what is already. You have the Chariot, Cancer energy. So somebody was moving very fast, okay, when making these choices or this selection here, and saw it as a new opportunity. They even put some time into this investment, possibly some years. They're waiting for it to come to fruition. They're waiting for it to grow. They're wondering if they made the right choice, spending all this time trying to grow this particular thing in this relationship, in this marriage, trying to figure out whether or not they should give up all that they've worked hard for and end it fast. You have Strength, Leo energy, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Fool. Somebody needs the strength here to move forward and plant the seed to start a new beginning in this marriage or relationship. Somebody needs to make a fast, quick decision about this new idea or opportunity. Plant that seed in order for it to grow and manifest into a new beginning. So somebody is trying to consider whether or not to keep giving to this relationship or to let it go with the Fool, Aries energy, because they've already put so much into it. I feel like this is you, collective. Then you have the Ten of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Somebody got stabbed in the back. And I feel like it was you, collective. You got stabbed in the back. That's why you've had to have the strength, okay, and courage to move on and or do what's best for yourself in this moment. And you had to do it fast with this Chariot energy. Because this Knight of Pentacles energy, whoever this is, I think this is your person. This Knight of Pentacles energy left you tired and feeling drained. So you needed to rest, relax, and meditate on the situation in regards to this Four of Wands, this marriage, this happy beginning, possibly trying to give this person that you're with another chance because you've already invested so much time and effort into the marriage, into the relationship. But again, you feel like you got stabbed in the back at some point, so you aren't sure. That's why Virgo energy is here, the Hermit. So as of right now, you're resting, relaxing, meditating, doing self-care, probably watching YouTubes and tarots and things like that to try to get some clarity on the situation because your heart is broken. This person stabbed you in the back doing something and they broke your heart. So now you're in hermit mode with Virgo. That's Virgo energy. And you're trying to heal over this heartbreak. That's you, Queen of Pentacles. You're looking at this one pentacle like you gave it all to this person and all they did was take from you and never reciprocate the love, time, and energy you put into the relationship here. You have the Ten of Cups. You have the High Priestess, Pisces energy. And you have the Sun, Leo energy. You know, with your intuition being the High Priestess, that whatever it is that you think this person has done to stab you in the back, regardless of what they say, regardless of what excuse they give you, you know better, okay? You know that it's a whole bunch of nonsense. You know it's lies. You know it's deceit. You know it's half truth. And Spirit is telling you, if you want to get to your 10 of Cups and the Sun, which is the happiest card in the tarot deck, you have to use your intuition when in regards to your person. Because if you've been stabbed in the back or feel like you're being stabbed in the back, your intuition is telling you that this person meant to do it and they'll do it again. And Spirit is telling you that if you allow yourself to block your intuition, which is supposed to keep you safe from harm and lead you in the right direction, if you choose to keep ignoring your intuition, you're not going to get to your 10 of Cups because you are the Queen of Pentacles. You're naturally abundant. Everything comes to you naturally. Finances, opportunities, etc. And when you ignore your intuition, things crumble. You lose money, you lose sleep, you lose your health. Everything falls apart. So in order for you to get your ultimate happy ending, these are the two happiest cards in the tarot deck now. In order to get to this, you have to use your intuition and not just believe anything you hear from this person, because you know they're telling you a lie. You know whatever it is that you're asking them about or accusing them of, and they're telling you, no, I didn't do it, I wouldn't do it. You know it's a lie. Your intuition is already telling you that, and you need to follow that. You need to follow that if you want to be truly happy, because it's not going to be within this marriage with this person that you've wasted so much time with the Seven of Pentacles here. You have Temperance, Sagittarius energy. You have the World. You have all these major arcanas coming up, guys. And then you have the Ace of Wands. So you need to balance things out, okay? You need to balance things out and close this cycle with the World being here, so that with this Ace of Wands, new opportunities can be presented to you so you can get to your 10 of Cups and your Sun card. Spirit is telling you that you are going to be happy and abundant on your own without this person. You have the Three of Pentacles. You have Judgment, Sagittarius energy. And then you have the Knight of Cups. Your person, your person is working with other people, okay? Don't know what they do for work, but your person is, and I have a feeling that the 10 swords in the back is them cheating on you, okay? I have a feeling that that's what that is. So this person is being charming and deliberate with somebody that they're working with. So I don't know who this is for. It may not be for everybody. You know, take it as it resonates. But this person has been cheating on you with somebody from work. And they're offering this cup of emotions to somebody that they collaborate with at work. And if you do know about it, you passed judgment on this person and decided it wasn't worth it and to walk away from the relationship, or judgment is going to be passed on this person for their selfish, greedy actions against you, and they're going to get their karma very soon. See? As soon as I say very soon, the Eight of Wands pop up. That's one of the fastest moving cards in the tarot deck besides the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. I told you, just as I said it, very quickly, this person is going to get their karma very fast, okay? And they may be trying to send messages very fast and or travel very fast. Nope, it's exactly what I said. I cannot make this up. Thank you, universe. Thank you, powers that be. Thank you, power of three. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because like I said, this person, at first, this card can represent travel or messages going back and forth very fast, okay? And or it could represent something happening very quickly. So I thought it was going to be messages and or travel, but nope. When I said they're going to catch their karma very fast, you have one of the fastest moving cards in the tarot deck pop up. And what comes out right next to it? The Tower. The karma I was talking about. So yes, karma is coming to them very quickly for this little tryst that they're having off at the side with their little work wife or work husband. And it's all because they've been giving to other people, but breadcrumbing you, collective. They have not been giving you what you've deserved in this situation. And as a result, the universe is going to balance those scales out and give this person a Tower moment. Then you have the Nine of Wands. You have the Four of Cups. And then you have the Two of Cups. This person is going to feel like the wounded warrior right now, okay? They're going to be, at some point, not considering the other options that they had previously been eyeing, because they're going to be thinking about the relationship that they had with you once their life starts falling apart. Okay? Give me one moment, collective. All right, collective, I am back from collecting my son. Thank you for your patience. So I don't know where I was exactly, but just by looking at the cards, I think I said something to the effect that your person feels like a wounded warrior. They're no longer considering options that they had for a third party, and they're thinking about their relationship with you. Okay, so they want to come back to you. They want to reunite. They want to repair this, because all of a sudden what's being offered to them from these third parties doesn't seem so good to them anymore. Then you have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy in reverse. You have the Eight of Cups. And then you have the King of Pentacles. So you may have had some delays with leaving to this you may have had some delays leaving this person. You were kind of resistant to it. You may have even stalled, okay, or had a lot of indecision around the situation or regarding the situation, because you didn't want to sacrifice your relationship and all that you've invested into it. You know, you didn't want to feel as though, how do I put it? You didn't want to feel like it was all for nothing. Like you sacrificed your time, your money, your energy, your love, whatever have you. You didn't want to feel like it was for nothing. So you may have, been at a standstill. You may have been, you get what I'm saying, right? You may have just been trying to give yourself a reason to stay, but eventually you ended up walking away from this King of Pentacles. Okay? Then you have the Five of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Swords. And you have the King of Swords. So this really speaks to you guys, and I swear I cannot make this shit up. The Queen of Swords is here, and the King of Swords is here. Okay? That's the couple right there. Both of them with their swords in hand and crowns on their head, okay? You and this person were a universal match. The universe brought you together, and you guys were supposed to stay together. But your person was operating in his or her lower nature, and you could not take this person where you were going. The universe has something big planned for you. It's bigger than you. You can't even understand what the universe has planned for you at this point. Um, it's on a larger scale. Okay, you're going to be helping a lot of people. You're going to be bringing in thrice the abundance. Okay, 3 times the abundance. But you needed to cut this person off because look, they weren't listening to you. Both King and Queen of Swords are logical, okay? They both have clarity. They're both very intelligent beings, okay? But if you look here, this is you. You're looking at them and you're complaining to them about something. With your sword up, you're in defense mode here. And they're also in defense mode, but notice they're not even paying attention to you. They're not even looking over at you to acknowledge you at all. Okay? And this is what led to this King of Swords having third parties or introducing a third party into your relationship. Because you got tired of doing this. You got tired of demanding truth. You got tired of demanding respect, equality, reciprocity, and this person being deaf, dumb, and blind to it because they've made up their mind that they're going to do what they want to do when they want to do it. And with the High Priestess being pulled like last time in this deck, I believe it was, your intuition went off that something was wrong and clarity kicked in and you started demanding that this person be honest with you, and they were not willing to do that. In fact, they were willing to play victim, okay? And, you know, make it seem like woe was them. You know, they always have, you know, bad luck, a bad break. Someone's always doing something to stab them in the back or desert them or abandon them. And here it is, you know, you finally wised up. And please don't take it in any kind of way. I didn't mean to say it like that, but you finally let your intuition kick in and tell you the truth. So that way you didn't even really need to keep asking this King of Swords for the truth anymore. You had clarity, you had your intuition, and you knew what it was from that very moment. And you decided to do what was best for you without needing closure from this person. You probably wanted closure, but you walked away knowing that you would probably never get it, and you were okay with that because this person wanted you to keep them warm. They wanted you to take off the very threadbare shawl that's tattered and worn and barely keeping you warm. They wanted you to take this off and give it to them and keep them warm while you froze. And you decided to keep your shawl or your blanket, and you decided to walk away from this person. And here they come running behind you, you know, shoe missing, got one shoe on, one shoe missing, no jacket, no blanket, no nothing, on crutches, acting dumb, deaf, and blind. And you know what? I love these big cards for this reason. This is why this is my favorite card in the tarot and out of all my decks. You can see all of the details. I never noticed how there was a little bell around his neck and a head thing around his head, and he looks to be blind. So this person is probably mute, blind, and disabled on crutches to some degree. So this person really wants you. This person really is acting dumb, deaf, and blind, like they can't fend for themselves without you. But if they just put in the work to, you know, do certain things, like they don't really need those crutches. It looks like they're running at this point with the crutches. They keep those crutches to make people feel bad for them. Okay? They want you to turn back and give to them like you used to give. They want you in this Pisces energy of self-sacrifice. They want you to continue to sacrifice for them. And you're not willing to do that anymore. Then you have the Nine of Cups. You have the Four of Pentacles. And you have the Seven of Swords. Oh my goodness, this is an abysmal reading. I'm going to make it quick because I'm coming up on 30 minutes and I don't want it to go over. So if I start speeding it up, this is why. So Nine of Cups is a very singular, self-serving energy. This person is greedy, 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 selfish, selfish, selfish. And to have the two selfish cards in the deck pull right next to each other with the Seven of Swords for sneakiness is just insane. I'm telling you, like, this reading is blowing my mind at this point, okay? I'm amazed. And usually I'm not amazed or impressed, but this is an all-star reading here. So this is your person. They are very much satisfied with what they think they're getting away with when they're lying to you, when they're sneaking around you, lying to you, being sneaky and secretive. Let me put it this way. They're very happy, okay? They're happy. Let me do it this way then. They're happy breadcrumbing you, holding on tightly to what little money they have, what little finances they have, what little time and energy they have. They're happy to withhold that from you so they can add on to their collection of things that they don't have without you. They're also happy. These are actually cups and they're supposed to be filled with water, but Spirit is telling me to look at them like trophies. So this person is happy collecting trophies from their escapades from these third parties. So think of these cups as a person. Each one of these 9 cups is a person that they've collected over the years, over the months of the relationship that they've had with you. And they look quite satisfied having you being the middle cup, okay, the main cup, surrounded by all these other cups. So this person, your person, feels like they have it all. They have you and they have this other collection of people that they're dealing with behind your back, or what they think is behind your back, because they haven't told you the complete truth or they haven't told you the truth at all. And this person is also broke, okay? They don't have money to give. They get whatever they can get from other people, but they mainly get it from you, okay? And they're also holding on very tightly to your energy. They are not wanting to let you get away. You have the Emperor. You have the Two of Pentacles. And you have the Six of Wands. So this person is very authoritative, or thinks they're very authoritative, okay? They want to be a leader. They want to make decisions. They want to be the man and or woman of the household. They want to call the shots. They want to be big man or big woman on campus, okay? And they think by juggling priorities, multiple priorities at the same time, that it's going to make them this successful person. So essentially, they think that juggling you and somebody else, or you and multiple other people, makes them look like or feel like a hero. It makes them feel like they're in control, like they're calling the shots. Okay, this is how they feel, like, Big Daddy on campus, I don't know what to say for the female version of that, but Big Queen on deck, I guess. They want to feel like they are in control, like they hold the power, okay? They want to be celebrated. They want to be praised by their friends and acquaintances for being able to pull off such a thing. Like, wow, man. Wow, woman. How do you juggle 2 people at the same time? How do you juggle 3 people? How does your girlfriend or your boyfriend not find out? They want to have bragging rights. They want to be seen as an authoritative, decision-making person who can juggle not only multiple responsibilities, which if they do, juggle multiple responsibilities in their life, it's because you help them do it, if not do it for them. They can't keep a schedule. They can't book their own doctor's appointments. They always need you to remind them or write it down for them. This is the type of person that will let you slave behind the scenes and then take all of the credit. Mm-mm-mm. Then you have the Six of Swords. You have the Star Aquarius energy. And then you have the Five of Cups. Once you move away from this person with the what is this again? With the Six of Swords. I'm sorry. I think I said Five of Swords. It's Six of Swords. Once you move away from this person with the Six of Swords, you're going to be in your star energy, which is Aquarius energy, by the way. Okay? Anything that you've ever hoped and wished for is going to come true. Wish fulfillment is going to be yours. Okay? You just have to have faith and put a lot of work behind whatever it is that you want to do, and it will happen. You're going to be sad about it. You're going to feel depressed. You're going to feel down about it with this Five of Cups. But there's two cups standing upright behind you. So yes, these three cups, which represents your relationship, did spill. Yes, they did. Your emotions are all on the floor now. You know, you may feel like you don't have anything left to give to yourself or to anyone else, but you still have two full cups in the back of you. Just turn around. All you have to do is just turn around. I keep hearing Spirit and Universe just saying, tell them just turn around and all will be well. You have the Page of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and you have the Page of Swords. So you being the abundant person that you are, exuding confidence and balance and stability, luxury, you have two people in your energy as of right now. You have this younger energy. It could be a younger person or they could be an older person with younger energy. You have somebody watching you from afar, looking at all that you have to give, all that you have to offer, and they want to come forward. Okay. Then you have your person that is being sneaky and deceiving and conniving to the left of you, trying to offer you this one pentacle. Okay. You're the Nine of Pentacles. They think that if they give you this one pentacle to make the Ten of Pentacles, that they'll get their family back or they'll get the relationship back. Because remember, the Ten of Pentacles is the family card. So you two may even share small children. But this person is immature, inexperienced, and they lack the resources to give you. You're fine all by yourself. And the way that you know that is because you already have somebody else who sees your value and sees your worth, admiring you from afar. I do believe they will come closer once they, once they get over a certain set of nerves or something. This is a younger energy or an older person with a younger energy. Then you have the Eight of Pentacles. You have the Five of Swords. And you have the Magician. So as of right now, you're manifesting your abundance. You're manifesting whatever it is. You're working hard on something with this Eight of Pentacles, okay? And as you've seen throughout this whole reading, it's going to pay off, okay? But you are going to have to leave this person behind that feels like they've won every single argument, that they've won every single fight, and that would create strife in your life just to feel like they've got one over on you. This person does not care about your feelings. They don't care if you walk away crying. They don't care if you feel defeated. As long as they got the last laugh, the last word, the last whatever, or things go their way, they do not care. So, get into your magician energy, continue to work hard, and you're going to be rewarded for it. Then you have the Lovers, Gemini energy. You have the Queen of Wands. And you have the Ace of Swords. So at some point, your person is going to have clarity about this Queen of Wands and being her lover, his or her lover. Okay? The truth is going to come out. So either these three cards represent your person realizing that this Queen of Wands as a lover wasn't worth destroying what you guys have. Or I feel as though this could be if you haven't found significant proof yet, because this person still wants to argue with you like nana nana boo boo, you still don't know anything, you're just assuming, you're just guessing, but you have no actual real solid proof. I feel like you're going to get to that truth. It's going to be revealed to you that there's this lover here. You may stumble upon it with like definitive hard proof text messages back and forth, pictures that he or she might have stored on their phone that are spicy, if you know what I mean. You're going to find out the truth, and it's going to be hard, concrete truth that nobody can deny, because you can hold it in your hand and show it to the world that your person is messing around with this third party as a lover. Then you have the Devil Capricorn energy. You have the King of Wands. You have the Empress. So this King of Wands, as you can see, is looking over at this devil energy, and this devil energy has two people chained together, naked, okay, by the chain, all right? This person has your person has some sort of codependency, some sort of addiction, okay? And this is you. You're the Empress. This is Taurus energy, by the way. She embodies all the queens of the tarot deck. This King of Wands is paying attention to their addictions, their wants, their lusts, okay? As you can see, the King of Wands isn't even looking over at the Empress. He's looking over at what is tempting to him or her. So this King of Wands turned their back on you, the abundant, nurturing Empress, for shallow, things that shouldn't even matter or even be a problem in a nice, healthy, committed relationship. This person probably has an addiction to sex, okay? And your person is not willing to give that up, but this is also the codependency card. So your person is also very much codependent on you and the abundance that you bring to them in a relationship, which is why they aren't trying to go anywhere, which is why they're holding on to your energy, which is why they're trying to come back to you. They need you. This other party has nothing to offer them. Then you have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Ace of Cups. And then you have the Six of Cups. So change is definitely coming, and it's going to favor you, okay? You have a new emotional beginning that's going to be happening, healing. Again, you have somebody in your energy that is observing you from afar as as the Nine of Pentacles. And this person is going to want to offer that opportunity to you, okay? But you have to get out of thinking about, the past, the good times, when you and your past person, first started out, or, the sex you guys used to have, whatever it is that you reminisce on fondly about this past person, you're going to have to stop doing that in order to be able to turn the Wheel of Fortune in your favor and receive the new opportunities, blessings, and love that you have coming in, okay? Let's start to bring this to a close. We're at 38 minutes. I think we're doing good. I don't think I'm going to be bringing you any clarifiers out after this. You guys should be good to go with the reading itself. I don't know. I just want to keep this as short as possible, guys, for your sake and mine. So then you have the Two of Wands. You have the Moon, Pisces, Cancer energy, and you have Justice. So you have to make that decision, okay, to realize that you have to make the decision to see through the lies, pretty much, okay? In order for justice to come in and balance out the scales and make everything equal and in your favor, you have to stop trying to overthink the situation and decide whether or not, you want to keep going back and forth in your mind about this person and their lives. They're keeping secrets from you and you know it already, but it's almost like you're still trying to make a decision as to whether or not you should walk away from it because you've invested so much. You have the Five of Wands, you have the Knight of Wands, and you have the Page of Wands. So your person is still going to be in this lustful, passionate, lovey-dovey, charming energy. They're still going to be watching other people, okay, via social media or whatever have you. They're still going to be sending messages to prospective, people that they find attractive, and they are going to want to fight. Okay? They're going to want to fight for you, to keep you in this nonsense with mind games. Okay? And they're also going to want to send you messages. They're going to try to reach out to you with the Page of Wands as well, in this Knight of Wands energy. And they're going to be playing a lot of mind games with you with the Five of Wands. And it's going to cause conflict between you two. Then you have the Ten of Wands. You have the Three of Wands. And then you have the Nine of Swords. So if you don't make the correct decision, okay, because remember, we just seen the Two of Wands somewhere in here, okay? If you don't make the correct decision, all that will come back to you in this situation as a result of you making the wrong decision is a burden with the Ten of Wands. And you're going to be experiencing the nightmare all over again. You have the Page of Cups. You have the King of Cups. And you have the Ten of Pentacles. There's somebody, again, that was in your energy that wants to offer you better than what you've been experiencing with this previous person that you are either still trying to get away from or have left already. But this person coming in is a new person, a new energy, young. They're excited about you. They're very much attracted to you. They're very very charming and, fun and romantic. And they're very emotionally available and ready to give to you. Emotionally, mentally, they're mature, okay? And they can give you your Ten of Pentacles. This person may even be somebody you start a family with or add on to a family that you already have. If you have children by this previous person, then this person would love the children you already have and then want to give you more, okay? I see happiness, abundance. This would be your Ten of Cups collective. And didn't we see the Sun and the Ten of Cups a while back? Everything would just come full circle. And the way that you know it's going to happen is because it came right at the end of the reading. Nice, pretty, tightly wrapped in, with a bow on top. Nice, neat, and finished. Nice and clean. Your happy ending is literally right here. Wow. That's amazing. Maybe I will get you a love me not card. Just to, after a meal like that, after a dish like that being served, who wouldn't want a little dessert, Wow. Spirits, powers that be in power 3. Universe. What does the collective need to know in regards to any connection that they have or will have in the future? What do they need to know? I'm doing good. 44 minutes. Right now, the most loving thing you can do is let me go. Letting go. So this person knows that they're doing wrong by you, and knowing that they're not going to attempt to do right by you. And if they do attempt to do any kind of right, it's going to be to manipulate you for their own purposes. So I think their soul is saying, you know, tell this person in energetic form that they've got to let it go. Because I don't want to do right. I have no desire to do right, and I can't do right by them. Then you have, I think you're great, but I'm worried about what other people would think. Influences. So this could be in regards to that King of Cups that we've seen. They think you're great, but they're worried about what other people would think. So they're probably being influenced by somebody else, friends or family. Maybe you guys share different religions or have different views that, friends or family wouldn't agree with, that are conflicting. Let's get two more. You have, I'm not really into you, but I do like the attention that you give me. Attention. So I feel as though that is your past person here. Okay? They're not really into you, but they like the attention that you give them. Hence why they will try to come in and manipulate you to get back with them, because they have a control issue and they don't want to let you go to be happy with someone else, because they like what you do for them and they like the attention that you give them. Let me get one more. This person is sickening. Then you have, my heart isn't open to anyone because of how I was hurt in the past. Heartbroken. So your person, yet again, with the world's smallest and tiniest violin, coming in with that trauma tactic, we've already been through it, collective. You know what's been said and what they're going to try to use to influence you to come back and or to get you to stay. So just be wary, stay on your toes, and guard your heart, guard your safety, put you first. And I hope you guys get through this to the other side and meet your new person. That was what Spirit and the universe had for you today. I hope you did enjoy and resonate with the reading. If you did, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And please do remember, at all times, as above, so below, you manifest your own reality. Only you can control it. I wish you nothing but abundance and blessings, collective. Namaste.